Alam mo ba, Sandro, ngayong 2014, gugunitahin ng ika-50th year, syempre, ng relations ng Philippines at ng Iran. Kaya ngayong umaga ay makakasama natin, syempre, ang kanilang ambassador dito sa Pilipinas. Walang iba kundi si Ambassador Ali Asghar Mohammadi. Good morning, Ambassador.
Good morning to you.
Yes. Ambassador, to start off, I'd like to ask, how long have you been an ambassador here in the Philippines?
It's almost 2 years.
And how has the 2 years been for you? How have you been liking the Philippines? How about the Filipino people, the culture? How is everything for you? Being
So fast. I cannot imagine how fast we just spend our time here in Philippines. I found it a very beautiful country, very kind people. We have the same values, a very family-oriented country. So I think we have very commonalities together. Yeah.
All right, sir, so it's been 50 years since the diplomatic relations of Iran and the Philippines. So for this 50th year, what is the assessment, of course, in this relation? So far, what has been the developments?
In fact, we have come a long way. In the government levels, we have established different foundations for our relationship. We have joint economic commission, committees for political consultative, consular meetings, parliamentary groups. And at the people-to-people level, in fact, we have a very established community here in the Philippines. It's almost for more than 40 years. Our student community coming here to study in Philippines. And through the family relationship we have now, 2 communities in Iran and Philippines. So I believe we have done a great job in our bilateral relationship.
Ambassador, I'd like to ask, do we have a lot of Iranians who are staying here in the Philippines or like living here?
I think that throughout the years we have a big community of Iranian students studying in the Philippines that now are having a very high-profile situations in Iran, and society here they're working the business, and also we have almost 2,000 or 3,000 students still studying in the Philippine universities. So I believe that's a big community.
Ambassador, so they usually come here for the education, not like, how about like those that come here to work? Are there also Iranians that are
we don't have people coming only for work here. They usually come here for studying, but through establishing a family with the Filipinos, so we have a sort of community at the age of 26, 27, though I'm trusted that I'm believing that they are going to have a very important role in our bilateral relationship.
All right, so sir, for the students, what are the usual courses that they are taking up here in the Philippines?
At the early years, I think they just came here for engineering, but now mostly on the dentistry and also the medicals.
Okay. What do you see is the reason that the students from Iran fly here to the Philippines for further studies?
I think the advantage of Philippines, you have so many diverse universities at this, course, and also English-speaking country.
Yes.
It's very comparable economically, and also based on the economic size, I think they prefer to come to the Philippines.
All right. Okay, sir. So aside from celebrating, of course, the 50th year of the relations of Iran and the Philippines, you also heard that Iran would be celebrating your National Day. So may we learn, sir, what is the primary reason why we are celebrating this National Day, and when are we going to celebrate this day?
In fact, Iran is a very old country. We have a civilization in the Middle East, more than 7,000 years old, but we are celebrating our 31st anniversary of Islamic Revolution in Iran that changed the whole system, political system in Iran 35 years ago through the very big revolution that changed the whole course of events in the region. So tomorrow, February 11th, would be the day of celebration for Iran's National Day, and that is a good occasion that both we are celebrating 50th anniversary and also National Day of Iran.
Yes, sir, could you probably give us a little background about the National Day with what you said, the Islamic thing that happened 31 years ago?
35 years
35
ago.
years ago. So could you give us like a brief background about, like a little bit of history?
So if you go through the history, Iran has been an empire, Persian empire in the region for many thousand years ago. So we have a long through the Islamization of Iran. And throughout the years, centuries, the Iranians were looking for a sort of balanced system, a value system based on value system and also our heritage and also traditions. So at 1979, we have find a balance point, how we can sort of believing in a system that respects the value of Islam in our system culturally and also politically, and at the same time to uphold our traditions. So this is the balance point. Through a very big revolution, through sacrifices of Iranian people, we have achieved a very, a big moment in our history, recent history.
All right, so sir, for the Iranians here in the Philippines, are we expecting any activities tomorrow since it would be the celebration of the National Iranian Day?
In fact, we have started because we are calling it 10 days celebration for the revolution in Iran. So we have started and we brought a group of musicians from Iran here. They are holding some, the events in some universities, and we are going to continue until the end of the week. And tomorrow they are going to participate in our National Day in the event.
Okay. Sir, you've talked about especially arts and then the education between the relations of Iran and the Philippines. How about the business side, like the economy? What are the business deals that are going on between these two countries, with regards to import, export, those things?
In fact, in our history, Iran was one of the main destinations for OFWs in the region, in the Middle East, but now the numbers are now decreasing. As Iran is a sort of energy-based economy, I think we have been very instrumental to provide energy for Philippines, and also that particular, the items is one of the major, the exports of Iran to Philippines. We have also an investment in Philippines in Bataan petrochemical, a decade ago. So we are increasingly receiving some delegates from Iran and also sending some delegates from Philippines to Iran to explore the possibilities how to expand relationship between two countries.
Right, so definitely it will really boost the economy, of course, here in the Philippines, because it will really help us to provide more jobs for the Filipinos. So of course we are really grateful for that. So aside from that, for the benefit of our audience, so aside from the import and export relations of Iran and the Philippines, what activities that the Filipinos and the Iranians are doing to Iran and Iran to the Philippines? So aside from that, we have mentioned about education. What other activities, sir?
I believe that we are entering to the new age of knowledge-based economies and information age, in fact. So I believe talented people of Philippine and Iranian talented people, especially the young entrepreneurs, should be engaged in our bilateral relationship, so that from the sort of traditional way of doing business, we should enter the new area, for the business and also in the cultural, the exchanges. So I believe in 2014 we have enough time to spare time on the very basic and fundamental issues. We are both concerned how to develop our relationship. And I trusted the young people to be engaged more and more in our bilateral relationship.
Yes. Ambassador, you've said, as you've stated also, it's been 50 years, the relationship between Iran and the Philippines. So how do you think we have been able to maintain this strong relationship together between the two countries?
I believe that in the past half century, Iran and Philippines has been transformed politically and also culturally and economically. But the solid base of this relationship has been the people-to-people engagement. That is why I believe still we should continue on this very fundamental, the element of relationship. People engagement that can save our relationship, and we can expand on that. I believe private sector as a business should be engaged in our relationship, and also students and young entrepreneurs are the one who's going to lead our relationship in the future.
All right, so aside from those, of course, those are 50 long years, and it's really a tough challenge, especially for incumbent ambassadors to do your role, of course, to maintain the strength of the ties between Iran and the Philippines. So, of course, moving forward, beyond 50 years, especially, sir, may I ask when your term will end as ambassador?
It depends on the system, but usually it's between 3 to 4 years. So
2 to 4
we have
years.
another year.
And this is your second year, sir, right?
It's over. I finished second year.
All right. Okay. So, so in the remaining years of your term as ambassador, what are you planning to do to, of course, contribute to the strengthening of the ties of the Iran and the Philippines?
I've been encouraged to developments in our region, especially on the Iran. So I believe 2014 would be a very, very important year to establish and even furthermore improve our relationship in the parliamentary and the sector through the Parliamentary Friendship Group. And also in the business, we're expecting to receive delegates from Iran and also sending again another group, because last week we had a delegation from Philippines to Tehran. And also we have established a sort of joint consular meeting last week in the Philippines. So we have started 2014 with great programs, and we will continue until the moment we are happy both to see our bilateral relationship has been improved.
All right. Ambassador, before we end our conversation this morning, maybe you have a message for all our Filipino and viewers around the world as well.
Thank you very much again inviting me this morning to this program. I believe that to achieve the goals that both government has trying to do in the future, we need to understand each other more. We are living in information age, but the depths of knowledge of the two nations from each other is not developed yet. So I hope through these, the media help, we can make a sort of a new image of Iran and Philippines in both countries so that both nations would know each other much better for future cooperation. Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you so much, sir. And we really appreciate this interview because personally, I really learned a lot with regard to the relations of Iran
My
and the
pleasure.
Philippines.
Thank you
so
very
much.
much. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, mga boss, muli nakasama natin ang ambassador to the Philippines mula sa Iran, si Ambassador Ali Asghar Mohammadi.
Thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you. My pleasure. Thank you.